welcome to another episode of my FM20 save with FC Rapid. Um, I have to apologize to you guys a little bit. Last time out, we met at the game against Polytechnica, and I told you that we were going to meet again for the last game before the split. Well, it turns out by that time I had bottled it already, meaning that I lost to Stoya in the second to last game. Spoiler alert. Which means that we could not qualify for the championship group anymore, so we were assured of a relegation group spot. And I did not want to bore you guys with a game that didn't mean anything. It kind of today is still a game that doesn't really mean anything. I did want to bring you guys a live game though today, so we're at the final game of the season. So I've played through the entire relegation group. Let's show you the results. Last time out, as I said, against Polytechnica, the 3-1 win. After that, we drew away from home against Sepsi. We then beat Astra, lost to Stoya, and the final game that didn't mean anything, we lost anyway. So that meant that we were qualified for the relegation group. As I said, in the first game, we beat Polytechnica 2-0. We then drew against the other Polytechnica 1-1, then beat Voluntari 2-1, drew against Sepsi again 1-1 this time, and then lost to Chindia. Chindia are really proving to be our kind of bogey team. I mean, they're not really good, but we just can't seem to find a way to beat them. And also, if you look at the goal scorers here, you can see that there's a slight pattern forming. Kyle scoring in every single game. He is also our top scorer of the league and of the entire season. So very happy with his performances over the past few months. So yeah, that was the entirety of March. Then we beat Astra Giorgio 2-0. We then beat Dynamo as well 2-0. We then beat Polytechnica 4-1. So we were on a really good kind of run, and we were in first in the relegation group. But then we dropped off again, losing against Polytechnica 3-1, losing against Voluntari, and losing against Sepsi, and drawing against Chindia. So again, Chindia and Sepsi also proving to be too hard for us to beat. So we dropped down to second place. We then did beat Astra Giorgio, and now we're at the final game against Dynamo. So not only is the final game of the season, it is also a Bucharest derby. So kind of funny how that worked out. So as you can see, we're in second right now. We can finish in first. We can still drop down to third. The entire time that we were in the relegation group, I was scared that we were gonna get fired, but luckily we haven't got fired yet. The board, well, a C is not too bad, but it's not very good either. And as you can see, they're very disappointed with all of the results pretty much. Oh yeah, the new board did cancel the improvement of the training facility, so that sucks. And also the improvement of the youth facilities is going to take a couple of months. So let's just get straight into the final match. Lambudic is injured. He hadn't scored for about 11 or 12 games, and then in the last game, I think, the last 2 games, he scored twice. But before that, he hadn't scored at all. So he is injured right now, but I'm not sure how much we're gonna miss him. Most of the action has come from Kyle. So let's get straight into the team. As you can see, Labrovic in goal, Jenkinson and Philippe, Biskup and Pisk. Memela, Case, Pinter, Castillo, Kyle, and Labo. Castillo, the new guy, is also performing pretty well. 1 goal and 2 assists in 14 games. Only a 6.94, but still, he has been pretty important for us a couple of times. So I'm very happy with him as well. And of course, Kyle has now got 12 goals in the league. And if you take a look at the top scorers in the league, he's not there, but the number 3 has 13 and he has got 12, so he's close to the top, except for the number 1 because that guy is just way ahead. So let's get straight into the game and let's see what we can do in this final game against Dynamo. Let's hope we can beat them again. And we have beaten them a couple of times before, opposed to Stoya, who we have only been able to beat once, I think. But Dynamo, on the other hand, is beatable, a little bit easier than Stoya. So let's see what we can do today, even though the game doesn't really mean that much. It's still Bucharest derby, and we're behind. Alright, did not expect that. 2 minutes in, not even 2 minutes in, and we're already behind. Celaro in the second minute opening the score for Dynamo. As I said, this team should be a little bit easier than Soya, and immediately as I'm saying that, they score the 1-0. Another highlight here in the 10th minute, Dynamo with a throw-in on the left-hand side, Grigor to Rogers with a long ball forward to the left winger, I think, back to Mihalu in the middle, to Zaharia with a cross, and luckily worked away by Kyle, but they pick it up again because there's nobody in front for us. Rogers can build up again to the right wing this time. Another cross headed away by Biskup, and Bakio with a great chance, but a good save by Labrovic. So still only 1-0. I say only 1-0. I mean, already 1-0 down is not good. And we have to do something about that. Maybe here, Kasip with the ball to Kyle on the left-hand side. Can he come up with a cross maybe? He tries to go past his opponent, and I'm not sure if they're going to give a... Yeah, they're going to give a penalty. Alright. I'm not gonna complain. Kasip is gonna take it. He has been pretty certain from the penalty spot, and this time he scores it as well. So we are back equal, 1-1. His 5th goal of the season is probably 5 penalties as well. No offense to Kasip, of course. I'm not even sure how that was given a penalty. I mean, in the 3D, it didn't really look like anything happened. He just tried to get past his opponent, and it looked like a shoulder push, but. Anyway, it's 1-1, and we got a free kick here. Pisk to take it. Pinter maybe, Biskup, and that's offside. It was a good goal, but it's offside sadly. Would have been Biskup with Pinter. It wasn't Pinter, right? Biskup, I thought Biskup finished it. Anyway, it's still 1-1. The goal didn't count sadly, so let's move on. And oh yeah, it was Biskup. It would have been the first goal, I think. Kasip with a corner. And Memela picks it up, back to Kasip, back to Memela, could go for it, and what a goal that is! And it's 2-1 in the 43rd minute, Memela with his 2nd goal of the season, an assist for Kasip, and what a beautiful shot that was. And I'd say we're in front, obviously, but it's not deserved in my opinion. But you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's deserved or not. I mean, 3 points is 3 points. Not that we could go up to first place, but it's 3 points nonetheless, and it would be a win over a rival. So let's see what the second half is gonna bring us. Still half an hour left. Nothing happened yet in the second half, but as I say that, the first highlight comes up. Maybe it's for us. Pinter has the ball down to Blabo. Pinter drives the ball forward on the right hand side, but then chooses to go back to Jenkinson, to the middle to Castillo, to Pinter again on the right hand side. Memela Castillo to Brighton Labo. To the left hand side, freedom for Pisk here. There is a guy free here at the far post, and it's Pinter, and it's a great chance again, but another good save. It wasn't a save, it was over the goal. Alright, it was a very great chance, and it was a good attack as well, but sadly the finish just wasn't there. We do get a corner right now. Kasip's gonna take it again. Maybe one of our tall center backs could head it in. And it went straight to Pinter, but again over the goal. So it's still 2-1, but it's only 2-1, and there's still 15 minutes left, including injury time. Let's make a substitution. Let's get Labo out of there for Shupe. And let's get Pintea on there for Kyle, because this is not Kyle's game. And let's just keep it like that for a little bit. And then maybe in the final minutes, in injury time, we can make another substitution to waste a little bit of time. And there we go. Let's get Pisk off of there with Zemiarski. Give him 3 more minutes. And let's praise the team, and that should see us through. And it does, and we beat Dynamo again. I mean, as you can see, we are still in second. We couldn't move above them. But it was a good game, I think. I mean, I don't think we deserved the win, but we did nonetheless. So happy with the 3 points and happy with the derby win. As you can see right there, CFR Cluj have won the league. Craiova in second, Gazmetan in third, and Vitrol in fourth. Not really sure why it doesn't say EC2 at their name yet. Maybe because they have to play the cup still. Do they? Do they still have to play the cup? No, they don't. Alright. So, Vitrol in fourth, Stoja in 5th, and Universitate Cluj in 6th. And then relegated are Voluntari, Giurgiu, and Politehnica. Well, Voluntari is still in the playoffs, but Giurgiu and Politehnica are relegated. Let's see what it means for the second division. Shikshureda back up, and Gloria Bujau are up, and Academica Clinceni are playing the playoffs against Voluntari, right? I forgot it already. It was Voluntari. So there you have it. That's the final standings of the league. Sorry that the season was disappointing. As you can see, we lost in the 5th round of the cup. We lost in the 3rd qualifying round of the Europa Cup, or Euro Cup 2, and we'll finish 2nd in a relegation group in the league. I mean, that's just not good enough, and we are gonna have to try to figure something out for next season, because obviously I think it's down to the tactics, because the players should be good enough to finish higher up. So I'm gonna try my expertise, if there is any, on the tactics, and figure out if I can find a way to make this team work again. So I'll see you guys for the start of next season. Probably gonna be a lot of friendlies in between. No European games this time, sadly. So it's just gonna be the league and the cup next year. So thank you guys for watching, even though the episode was a little bit shorter and maybe a little bit disappointing as well. Thank you guys for watching anyway. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.